This is going to be a tutorial on how to do the run trail for Smallville. Um, I'm redoing the tutorial because I've had a lot of comments with people asking how I got the actual outline with the colors and everything like that. Well, what happened was I've done many tutorials on it. In my older tutorials, did the outline, showed how to do that and everything, but forgot that the newer people would be looking at the new tutorials and be like, hey, how the heck did he get the outline though? He just jumps right to the effect. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and show from green screen to the effect, and also show a couple quick tips for those HD people out there that it help things run smoother. You'll be able to get a quicker run trail, even with the digital DV footage. You'll be able to get a quicker trail going, and should look just as good, cool and everything. So let's get started. I'm gonna load in some footage here. Not that one, not that one. I gotta find it. Pick a run. We'll go with that one here. Alright, so we're gonna drag that in. And just to be sure I get good, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to 16-bit. Hit alternate and click this, and I'll get 16-bit just to get all the colors possible for when I key this out. And I'm gonna go ahead and key. This is high def footage, 1280 by 720. And we'll go ahead and add a key light to it. I'm not going to go through too much of the keying part because you should know how to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and key it for you. And once you get this keyed, we'll go ahead and we're going to save a copy of it. We're going to go ahead and make a whole new sequence of it keyed. This way we don't have to worry about the key plugin running and doing any effects with the key plugin. Well, let's just go ahead and do a whole new sequence of this thing keyed out, full resolution keyed out. So that's pretty simple. You just make movie and leave it at best settings. Lossless, we're going to change to PNG sequence. We're going to change this RGB to RGB plus alpha. Got to make sure we save the alpha. Click OK. And just go ahead and save it somewhere. I'm going to save it in a folder called Full Keyed and name it Full Keyed, so we know what we're doing there. And render. And I'll be back. Alright, so that's all saved, so we can pretty much close this project. And we're going to go ahead and open the new sequence that's keyed out. PNG sequence. Drag it into there. You can see it's keyed. Alright, so now what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and make another sequence. Go to comp, make movie, and we're going to go to best setting here, and we're going to change this to third resolution. Okay, we're making a smaller version of it. Click OK. And lossless set to PNG sequence again. RGB plus alpha. And there, that's all good. And full keyed, we'll click that and we'll go back to our main folder. And we'll call this third res. Just to be on the safe side. Keyed. So remember, third res Third res keyed. Save. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long. Let it go through, and I'll be back again. Alright, so now we have the third resolution, and we're going to import that one. Import third res. Alright, it may open that in its own dock. Alright, so now we have a smaller one to work with. That's the one we're going to add our outline effect to. Because if we add it to the smaller res, it's going to go a lot quicker. So we'll go ahead and just to show you, I'm just go and add our time echo. Let's throw in 30. Set this to composite in front, and we'll set this to 0.90. Now, as you can see, it goes a lot quicker, being that it's smaller resolution. Alright, and the reason why I set this to 90, because you can see, if you set this to 100, your decay to 100, you can see the trail, and it just doesn't look good if you can see the back of the trail and it stays solid. You want the trail to fade over time. So I usually just pretty much turn it up to the number of echoes I want, and then I composite in front seems to be a good setting for this. You can do maximize. It depends what you want. You can try all of them. They all wind up giving cooler looks depending on the colors and everything. You know, just give it a test when in your final comp and see how each one looks. But for now, we're going to go composite in front. And I'm just showing you. I normally will set it to 30. And we'll just turn the decay down just until the end is faded. And usually about 0.85 to 0.90 for 30 seems to be a good number. And then you get a faded off trail in the end like that. Alright, so that's how you get the basic full solid run trail. Alright, and that'll give you, but we don't use that alone, just that's just one stage of it. Alright, so that's that part. That just shows you how to do that there. And if we did that to the full res, you know, that would take a little bit of time to process if we try to do that at 100%. So you kind of don't want to do that. So set it, do the third res, we'll set that there. And then what you do is, we'll go ahead and I'll show you how we're going to utilize that. For the third resolution, we can go ahead and we could just add that in now. I guess we'll start a whole new comp. I'll just go ahead and we'll go up to project. We'll go back to our full keyed and just show you how that's going to work. Go to project, and this is third res keyed. So we're going to go look for the third res keyed comp, not the imported files. We're going to get the comp, and we're going to drag that on top. All right, and you're going to notice it's smaller, but don't worry about that. We'll just go ahead and hit S to scale it. We'll set it to whatever it needs to be scaled to. 300, 200. It's probably 300. 300. And that'll give us, you know, that'll get it scaled where it needs to be. Alright, you'll notice it does. You'll see the resizing edge. You know, you're gonna have the rough edges, but don't worry about that. Because that's what the blur's for. We're going to add a blur to that. And this comp goes behind our regular comp. Alright, so our main comp right here is going to go above the third res keyed comp. Okay, the effect goes underneath. Alright, now we can go ahead and add a blur to the effect to soften the edges up. And just hit repeat edge. And just go up a couple pixels, just until the edges are somewhat blurred. Alright, because we just basically need the color from this comp. That's all we really need for this one. From this one, it's just a color. I'm going to go ahead and add a background in here, just to get a background set up. Alright. See, once we add the background, now what we'll do is we're going to set this to color. Alright, so this, all we're getting from this one now is color. Alright, and you'll see how that